Abiofe Investments Company Limited, and we deal in rabbits. I'm always called a rabbit king, and I think we are trying to add value in the rabbit products, like the rabbit urine and the rabbit meat, because we saw that nowadays people are now preferring white meat than the red meat, and we think the rabbit meat is the best, because we think it's a religious. It does not, some white meats are it's like religious friendly. That's why we prefer to start rearing rabbits and to get products of rabbits, like we do fertilizers, and now, as my colleague has said, we are now we have started fermenting the rabbit, the urine, so that we can get the rabbit, such that we can get the products from the rabbit urine, the fertilizers and pesticides at large. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Yes, hope everyone is fine. I'm by the names of Katende Mohammed, with Jasmine Enterprises. We deal in multiplication of certified seeds of maize,
Thank you very much.
millet, beans, and Irish potatoes.
Yes.
We don't only stop from there, but we do agriculture trainings on farm, and we do supplies of agricultural chemicals.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm called Arthur Mwesiga. I'm here to present Good Cliff Supplies. I see a big difference between the majority of the people here and me. We are suppliers, we are distributors of JESA products in Western Uganda. We are a business, we don't manufacture the yogurt, we just distribute it in Western Uganda. Thank you.
Yes, good morning everyone. By names of Mwesugwa Edison. I'm from Isinjiro Town Council.
We are distributors of JESA products in Western Uganda. We are a business, we don't manufacture.
We are dealing with the
yogurt.
I'm dealing with apiary, and my company is called E&E Malik Planet Beekeepers. So we deal in honey. If you want honey, I'm the one concerned. And secondly, we deal in produces. So if you want more coffee, you want maize, then beans and others. Concerning with the produces, I'm the one in charge. Thank you. Isinjiro Town Council.
My name is Moses Aroho. I'm the CEO of Mbarara Fish Center, and we do smoked fish powder, we do steamed mukene snack, we do steamed mukene powder. We buy fish from farmers and add value to it, and we also train fish farmers in all activities concerning fish. We are at the Central Market New. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Allow me to re-echo this. At least to make sure before you go, you know the name of your neighbor and what they do. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. I am Hilary Besecha from Tropical Beekeeping Institute, which is located at the edge of Queen Elizabeth National Park. So we train people in beekeeping and honey production. And with the experience that we have, honeys are of different tastes and colors. And other products like propolis, bee venom, and beeswax. So we are located along Ishaka, that is Mbarara, Ishaka, Kasese Road. We have a lot of tourists who come and really enjoy our products. But why we have come here, we want to get more knowledge from the people who invited us, or we exchange ideas so that we can really increase the products in the area. Now, for those who are involved in beekeeping, those that have, please, you are always welcome. If you have got the products, you can always bring them to us, and we see on how we can cooperatively market it. We also do api tourism, because we have got different apiaries set in different areas. Those next to Queen Elizabeth National Park, those Kasiwa Chitomi, those around the many crater lakes around, and those around Kaliz Forest. So when you come, we can take you to those areas, and you will be able to see or to increase or advise where possible. Thank you. You are always welcome.
I liked where he said, those who are dealing in bees, come and we see how we can increase. She can testify. Last week we had a workshop somewhere here in Mbarara, but I was hoping someone whom you would call your competitor, because these people, they make yogurt. But I was hoping her to make a good pitch deck, advising, please remove this, put this. Point taken.
Okay, morning everybody. My name is Kamanyel Brian from Tropical Beekeeping Institute, located in Ruviris district. I come from Katerera County. Yes, I work with this my friend. Okay, thank you. You're most welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mugisha. I work with Telecom Innovations. I'm a techpreneur. And basically, I am here. I can support each and every one of us through e-commerce. Basically, we do deal in technology and internet networking. We support all businesses. I am happy to be part of this group. Thank you.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Master Dance, Jamukama Dennis, Director, Master Disco Sounds, and Master Dance Electrical Shop based in Isinjiro Bukanga, deep in the village. So that's why I've tried to come a bit late. Thank you.
Remember my assignment before you go. Remember the person you are seated with and what they do. At least the person you are seated with and what they do, so that you can network. Never know.
Is Mr. Francis Rwada, the owner of the Mayor's Gardens Ruberizi. Actually, I did not talk about my location. God is great. We are located at Constantine Global Road. That's where our office is. And that's where you can find us. Thank you very much.
Maybe that's why I came back to you.
Thank you so much. Morning, everybody. My name is Wilson Twahirwa. I'm the managing director, IF Uganda. IF stands for Abamwe Youth Empowerment Foundation. We are located here at Amazon Building, floor 4, room 1. Mainly, we deal in training of youth and women, especially in what we call hands-on skills. We train the youth and women in making liquid soap, making books, making shoes, very many activities that deal with hands-on. I have come with my colleague here. We're happy to be with you, and we are ready to share towards the development of this nation. Thank you so much.
Mr. Philip, I have an insight. How can we keep this group coordinated? For example, last time we had a workshop, I might have met my colleagues today. So how can we keep coordinated and networked? Food for thought.
Mr. Katumba, you have 2 minutes.
My name is Kenema Winvesiga. I work with Study Investment. We produce tayar kombucha. We are located in Makenke Industrial Park. That's where we are working from. I think that's all.
I'll get back the mic to you, I guess, for now.
Thank you so much, Katumba, for that session. Before we go on, as I believe that we are all people of God, do we have a pastor, a sheikh, a reverend here amongst us? Yeah, give us a word of prayer and then we go.
He said he can pray.
Thank you. Let's humble ourselves for the word of prayer. We thank you, our most gracious Father in heaven, for that you have provided for us. Thank you for giving us the gift of life that you have enabled us to reach here. As we are gathering here to share something, we ask you to come and help us. Let it be of great importance to each and every one of us. As we are grasping, let it be helpful to our families and communities. I have prayed it you through the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Amen. I would like to find out from all of us, do we understand English? Are we comfortable to use the English language? Yes? We okay? Okay. Thank you so much. At this time, allow me to invite someone very, very important for this project. Someone who was, I would say, the initiator of this project. Most of you have seen me, but without him allowing me to come this way, that cannot be possible. So allow me to introduce and welcome Mr. Roy Gako Masiga, the lead of Imoca Access. Sir, you are most welcome.
lessons very early. Mulidota. Mwasiwita. That is where I put full stop. Beyond that, I will need more lessons. You'll give me the lessons. Thank you. Please give him a round of applause. He has offered to give me some way. Okay, as I share with you, I said give him a round of applause. How do you give a round of applause? Let me see an example. 1, 2, 3. Can we go? Last time we didn't have. So when I say a round of applause, I want 1, 2, 3, and your legs 1, 2, 3. Can you do that? Okay. Now you do it twice. Okay? Can we try? Okay, thank you very much. We were here about 2 months ago, if I'm not wrong. And we came here to present to you the opportunity of the accounting and financial management systems. At that point, we were sharing the opportunity for those ones who are interested to participate in the program. Now we have come back. And the people who are here must have interacted with our team, which captured details. Correct? So allow me to first congratulate you. Clap for yourselves. Now people have forgotten my style. Clap for yourselves. Somebody. You applied. The team felt you qualify to benefit, and you are here because you are a potential. You've not been selected yet, but you've crossed the bridge. Are we on the same page? Not guaranteed. The chances are very high that you will benefit from the program. Are we together? So for those ones who pray, you can pray. For those ones, but I will share with you how we select. We don't select by who we know, okay? We pick at the ones we go with. Are you together? So all of you are in that pool. Are we together? So if you will be selected, we shall proceed. Are you together? But I am also aware that when we were last year, maybe there are some people we didn't meet. How many were not here the other time we came? Okay, so I can see many hands up. So just for the interest of the ones who were not here when I presented, I'm going to highlight a bit about the program so that you understand what you are getting yourself into. Are we together? You know, sometimes you sign up and you're not sure, but what is it about that program? Why are we having this meeting today? Is to give you more light. You more light so that you know. This is what I have signed up. If I'm selected, this is what I should expect. And this is what I should be prepared to do. Are we together? Okay. So that is what I'm going to highlight in about 5 minutes. My name is Roy Gakuo. I am the lead at Imuka. And I am sure you know what Imuka means. I will ask my dear friend there to tell me what Imuka means.
For the purpose of online. For the purpose of online,
okay, you can
use the mic.
Use the mic just for the interest of the others.
All I know, Imuka is a project helping businesses to straighten up their finances.
Why?
Of course, as business people, we always have financial errors in our books of accounts. So Imuka is here to help us to straighten up our finances.
And what does Imuka mean to you? Imuka, not what we do now. What does Imuka, the word, mean? To you, you may not be right, but what do you think? What does Imuka mean to you?
I wasn't the first person even to represent my company. So this is my first time when I'm here.
Okay, you can pass to anybody you want to answer that question.
Thank you. Elias from Crane Properties. Imuka, literally in our local language, is okuimuka, getting up. So when I read the word Imuka, what comes into my mind is raising up. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for him. On behalf of my brother in red there, please, let's clap for my brother here who has... Can we do that? Okay, so Imuka basically means get up. And our activities are aimed to support you to get up. Okay? I know most of us do business for the sake of it, but we want you to do business to change your community, to change the world, to contribute positively towards the world. Okay? And we believe if you get the right support, we can have a Microsoft from here. We can have an Apple from here. It may not have the name Apple, but it may be a big brand, not only in Mbarara, not only in Uganda, not only in Africa, but in the world. That is what we believe. Okay? So that is our hope in our intervention. So Imuka works with the entrepreneurs, and our aim is really to help you streamline internally so that you are very beautiful externally for people to give you resources. Okay? To grow and scale whatever you do. And yeah, I work with businesses, especially when it comes to scaling up. Because the mindset it takes to start is very different from the mindset it takes to expand your business. And you'll notice when you start that journey, there is always a lot of changes, okay, for you to achieve the scale up. And that's part of what we do. And at Imuka, we've worked with, we've done this practically, and we are seeing many companies scale out. And we've also developed some products. We have books to help you in business planning simplified, where you yourself can be able to develop a plan that you can take to the bank or to a financier to help to make him give you finance. For those ones who want to refine their business ideas, we also have a product on that. And for those ones who want to pitch, to convince people who have money, we also have books for that. We've worked with quite a number of organizations, both locally and internationally. And these are some of the entrepreneurs. You may have seen them or their products outside. Just for the interest of the program, just to give you an idea, as businesses, you always encounter various challenges, which people externally will think you are enjoying life, but you're actually struggling. They may see the business is big, but they don't know how much pressure you are trying to manage for yourself. You may find you have overdue bills, which you are not tracking. You just find last minute you have a bill of 5 million on this. You have 3 million on this, which you did not plan for, but it is on your table and you have to meet that bill obligation. Sometimes you find you are making a lot of money. You are seeing money coming in, but you are not seeing where the money is. Some of you are doing business. You know that you are doing business. You are seeing money, but you are not seeing the money. I don't know if some of you can relate, but those are some of the challenges that we see. There are those who you find you get a good deal, a big order. You've been praying for an opportunity. Suddenly an opportunity reaches you. They say, my friend, now we want you to supply this amount. It requires you to have 100 million. Where do you get? Okay? Those are challenges that we face as business. Sometimes you lack customers, then suddenly you get a big deal and you are stuck. You don't know where to go. Okay? Some are struggling with debts. You borrow, you do, you still don't see the money. We keep on borrowing, so we have a lot of debts which we are trying to manage. You borrow here to solve this, and you find you've created another hole and another hole and another hole. Those are some of the challenges we've seen with businesses. Some of you receive assessments from URA. Okay? URA sends, my friend, from our assessment, we think you owe us 100 million. You wonder, where does he even know the business I'm doing? How can he just wake up and think, I have 100 million to pay URA? I'm sure some of you ask yourself those questions. Okay? And you wonder, how can I navigate this? And sometimes you end up trying to bribe. And sometimes some of them can even take advantage where today you see tomorrow you see another one. So you keep on. Yeah. So those are challenges that we've seen with many businesses. And this just summarizes some of the challenges that we've seen for businesses. And that is why on our side we feel, and I must say, we are doing this program in Kampala, and we've added Mbarara as another city that we want to effect this program. Okay? And we believe it is a gift to you, because on our side, having been in the system of supporting entrepreneurs to grow and scale, the cost that the entrepreneur usually pays is very high, and that's why very few can pay. Okay? So this program is, to us, it's like a gift to you. And why am I saying it is a gift? One, this program helps you. It helps you understand and anticipate. I don't know if I'm using the right word, but I'm sure yesterday you people, for some of you who watch football, you watch football. How many watch football? So there are some people who watch football. But at least even if you didn't watch yesterday, you have watched football. Are we together? And what is the role of the coach? What is the role of the coach? Is to score on the other side, prevent goals, but also ensure that he shoots the other side. Correct? So this program allows you to evaluate your strategy. Okay, now these are our strengths, these are our weaknesses. Now, if we are to score, we need to do A, B, C. We need to organize ourselves this way. We need to, you get, it helps you make the right decisions from the information that is in your business. You will know that, okay, it seems I am selling more of beetroot and less of milk. So I should invest more in the raw materials of beetroot than milk. But you may have loved milk more than the beetroot. But the customers want more of the beetroot than the milk. So some of this information we make emotionally, but the program is going to help you have information-driven decisions, not based on your emotion, but based on how your business is working. Are we together? Some of you are so passionate and you have like 10 products, but you find it's only 2 products are helping you keep the business alive. The rest you're actually doing them at a loss and you don't know. Are we together? And nobody comes to tell you. It's only sometimes when you've sunk the business and you close it. But you may find the rest of the business is okay if you focused on 2 products. But the others, as much as you like them, you love their brands and whatever, but they may not sustain the business. They're actually eating your capital. But these 2 products are helping you grow. Are we together? Now, you may not know that. For you, you are seeing 10 products, we sell A, B, C, D. But when we evaluate and analyze, you find, these are the products that are helping you be alive. These ones, they're eating your money. but many times, sometimes we don't know. There are sometimes you may, I mentioned this example last time, where you find you are the one who wakes up earliest at 4 and you close the business at 11. Why? You do not trust any other person in the business. Okay? Because you've not put systems that allow you to monitor your business. Now, this program is meant to help you, that you can have, and you also have visibility. Okay, I know. If somebody steals, you also have an idea. Based on how we do our things, I know somebody must have played a game here. Are we together? Because you have the right systems in place. Okay? So this program is going to help you make information or data-driven decisions based on the information that we help you mine from your business. The other bit is, as I mentioned, our objective as Imuka is to help you scale. Scaling your business requires not only the right idea, the right business, but a lot of resources for you to continue growing. Now, many times for you to access finance, you have to justify to financial what you have in terms of reports, in terms of performance, and sometimes you have to get an expert to do that for you, and you pay him a lot of money, and you find he has done that for you, and they don't give you money. Are we together? Now, this program is going to help you organize, have those reports in advance, so you can be able to go to different financials and submit your reports. So, you know what? This is our performance, this is our systems. You can trust that our things are okay. That is what the program offers. So, internally to help you organize and have better visibility on how the business is working, and also focus on the things that are generating money, not the things that are eating the money. But also to help you become more bankable. We say we want to help you become bankable or trustable to people who give money. Okay. About the program, we are highly supported by the team from University of Chicago. For those ones who are in technology, I'm sure you can Google University of Chicago School of Business, and you see where it ranks. You can go to Wikipedia. It is among the top, if not the top business school in US. Okay? And the top professors of finance are the ones who are developing content that our experts are guiding you on. So imagine you are getting top content. If you want to go, you can also check the fees. So you will realize that these experts have invested to develop content to help you improve and refine your business. And this has already been paid for. So we are just deploying experts to support you. I'm not sure where you will see this kind of program. But yeah, those are our lead professors who are ensuring that quality service and quality support is delivered to you. And we also have the local team. I think I'm representing Imuka, which is coordinating. I think you've interfaced with our team. And at least you'll listen to our colleague Lillian, who is the lead expert in terms of ensuring that the experts who will work with you deliver quality. Okay? Just to have an insight, University of Chicago, I don't know if you know Nobel. Have you ever heard of Nobel laureates? Have you ever heard of Nobel? So there is a global prize of people who produce the best ideas in economy. So the world has produced about 14 so far. And out of 14, about 6 are coming from that one university. So that gives you an idea of the kind of experts and expertise we're involving in this program. It is top notch. For those of you who know Microsoft, the CEO of Microsoft was a student of that school. Are we together? Just to give you an idea. So what are we going to support you in? For those ones who will now be selected from amongst you. Are we together? For those who will be selected amongst you, we are going to deploy we are going to install for you a licensed, not a kachupuli, a licensed software, financial software on desktop. So I know sometimes we install software and you say, this one next year I will have to pay. It is desktop. So you can use it forever. If your computer cracks, you will still have the license, you can still reinstall. Are we together? That is one. This software, I think we have my friend of technology here. He can validate. This software in the market is about an equivalent of 800,000. We are giving you or deploying it. It has already been paid for to you. Okay? So that is one of the things the program is giving you. Now beyond that, we are deploying an expert. This expert you are not coming here to Oxford for training. This expert is coming wherever you are. If you are in the valley, we shall reach there. If you are on the hill, we shall reach there. We are going to look for you. But please welcome us if we reach out. You know, some of you, we decide to reach out and you don't want to open your doors. So these experts will come to you, to your company, wherever it is, and install for you and train. I don't know if you want one person trained or two, including yourself if you so wish to be trained on how to organize. They will train the people that you decide you want to be involved in training. If you want to train 5 people so that if you lose one, you still have other people doing, that is fine. Are we together? So they will support your team. That's why we've written your team in adopting and using this financial system. And they will train and support your team not for 1 day, for close to 2 months. Not every day they'll be coming 1 day, visiting, guiding, giving you instructions how to do. Then they'll come another day, check how is everything. Are you finding challenges? And continue supporting you until your team has adopted. Are we together? 2, we shall now go, once we've helped you deploy and put some of the information on your system, we shall help you understand. Costing. This product you are selling at 5,000. Please give me one of the yogurt. And when it reaches me, whatever you give me is what I'll pay for. Whatever you give me is what I'll pay for. So it's your choice what you'll give me. I just wanted one. Choose one. So, he's producing this yogurt. And I last time I didn't sample, so today I came to sample. You are producing this product. How much is it? This is 8,000. The question is, you are selling 8,000. If I ask you the cost, you will say, how much? So he will say it's 4,750. But we may go in and evaluate and find that it is actually 9,000. It may be 6,000, but it may as well be 9,000. Maybe there is something he's not considering. Are we together? So he said, you didn't look at this. So you're actually selling this, but you are selling at a loss. What we need to do is you can adjust A, B, C, D. Are we together? So they will look deep at your costing, pricing, and guide you and say, you know what? Wanotofunamu. Can you adjust core? Okay? So that your business survives. They will also help you in making planning and projections, depending on how your business behaves. Some of your businesses, they work better in certain seasons, and when that season comes, you don't have money. Then when you're off season is when you have money. When you need to have money when the business is in peak season. So they will help you plan and budget and forecast so that if you need even to borrow money, you can be able to access. Okay? And you will also generate reports that you can use anytime you need to access financing. Okay? And also how to manage your system. So this is what the program will, this is what our experts will be supporting you. You may have an expert in your company. Our role is not to make him look bad. It's to support and help him improve. Are we together? Our experts are meant to help your team improve. Some of you already have these systems. It's just to refine. Are we together? So there are those of you who are at 0. There are those of you who are at 30. There are those of you who are at 90. We shall support depending on where you are. Okay. So to summarize, all we want to do is to ensure that you achieve peace of mind. By seeing your business grow, and you also have the comfort of making the right decision. Not where you are inside the business, you are doing everything, but you are not seeing how things are moving. We want to allow you to be able to have the right approach to handling and managing your business. And I'm sure all of you want a peace of mind as you manage your business. You don't want the business to give you blood pressure, stress. You get, just because things are confusing. When somebody asks how the business is doing, I'm not so sure. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Are we together? We want you to have some level of certainty how the business is moving. Some of the common things we've heard about the program is the program going to give us money? Is the program going to give us money? Now, the program is investing in giving you a system, supporting your team to adopt and streamline your financial systems, and have the right reports that will help you in any of the engagements. I'm sure some of you know UDB, some of you work very closely with local banks, some of you work with external investors, even Imuka does so. Okay? But for you to access most of these opportunities, you know what they ask for. Correct? Can you share this? Can you share this? And use. Now, where do I cook? In most cases, we try to cook. We don't have the right pots. Now, we want to have, for you to have that. Anytime they ask, say, you print that thing and give this man. We have all these things in place. Are we together? So we want to make life easy for your business. So we are not directly, as the project, giving. Are we together? We are not directly giving you, but we want to make you very attractive. I think you've gone to Mbaga's, weddings. They normally make this bride look very beautiful. Isn't it? So our role is to make your business very beautiful for these people who have. But also as a project, we shall at some point organize, because we also have a pool of financiers. For those ones who will be interested, we shall also submit your documents to them. Are we together? But that does not limit you from reaching other programs that provide financing, because you will qualify for any of them. I hope this is clear. Selection process. How do we select? We don't select by who we know. As I said, it is just a pool, and we simply pick. And we shall pick a certain number. We intend to support about 50 from the 100 that we've reached out. Are we together? So what we know is that you have about a 50 or 60% chance of benefiting. Are we together? But these experts will be there. If you still want to engage them, you can engage them later. But the program has only funded to support about 50. The rest, we pray that you may have some resources and we can still connect you to the experts who have been trained by University of Chicago. Are we together? So, well, we understand, it's like sometimes you may not be selected, but you feel like, I still want this thing. So that one we can make arrangements and we discuss at that point of, but we shall certainly communicate to those ones who have been selected. What are our expectations? What are our expectations from you? So imagine we are investing this system which we are buying at about 800. These experts, for them to visit you every time they have to visit and support you, we have not asked you to pay them anything. We are paying them. Somebody else has. But what do we need from you? We would like you to cooperate with them. We would like you to cooperate with them. Be open. Cooperate, commit. Let them guide you. There are some things which are painful to accept. Imagine he's selling this at 8,000 and we just your cost is 9,000. It gives you some, you realize that you need to first go and think. But at least it's good for them to help you know that you are in a hole, instead of discovering you are in a hole when your business has closed. Are we together? So let's cooperate with the team. Let's schedule. We know they cannot come every day, so you will schedule with them, or maybe Tuesday in the mornings or days or whatever. But once the schedule is clear, they will always be available to support you until we ensure that your team has adopted the processes that will help you succeed. I think I will stop at that. I am going to ask my colleague, Lillian. Please, Lillian. Please give Lillian a round of applause. So it has been trouble, as making Lillian appear here. For those ones who know how to Google, you can check her out. Type just the name and you will see who she is. You may not know her, but I always challenge people who have internet. You can Google her. She's the lead expert of the program to ensure that the experts we deploy deliver. And she's going to say a few things in terms of how we ensure we manage and support. Are we together? So Lillian, over to you. We shall also have an entrepreneur who is, at the moment we are supporting close to 120 businesses in Kampala already with experts. So we shall have one share experience. Okay, so it is going for her and probably ask questions. But the meeting today is just to share with you how you can benefit and also to clarify if you have any question, we shall be able to address it. Thank you.
Good morning, Mbarara. People are not very happy. Good morning, Mbarara. They say this is the land of milk, but they didn't say the honey bit. But I had some apiaries around. So it's the land of milk and honey? Or just the land of milk? Both, eh? I was telling someone, the first time I came to Mbarara 21 years ago, so they said it's the land of milk. Like when you enter, you see the cow. Eh? So I thought milk was flowing in the streets of Mbarara. Now I love yogurt. So I went to the supermarket to buy yogurt. And there was no yogurt in any supermarket. And I was like, so how can it be the land of milk? But there's no yogurt. But they explained you have your yogurt in your homes, so there's no need to take it to the supermarket. But I'm impressed now you have. Yeah, you realize there are many of us who don't make yogurt in our homes and we need to buy. Okay, as Roy said, my name is Lillian Katiso. I'm the MD of Zadok Associates, but I'm excited to be part of this program and I supervise the experts. We have one of them representing the rest of the team here, from here, so she can, talk the language properly than the rest of us. So we have a team of 20 experts that are supporting many businesses like yours. Yeah. So the aim of the program is to, I think as you said, is to help you to imuka, right? Imuka from wherever you are. People are at different levels. So look at it, in business, there are different levels of growth. There's when you're starting, then you're growing. It's like a baby, eh? They start sitting, then they crawl, then they stand, then they can run. In business, you can be in different stages. You could be at the sitting stage, at the crawling, but whichever stage you are in this room, you will imuka from there. Yeah? You can imuka from sitting to standing, from standing to running. So everybody has something we can do for them in this program. But maybe just to ask, since all of you are in business, which are some of your challenges that you're having in your business? Anyone willing to share some of your challenges that you're having? Yes, do you have another microphone? You can pass it behind there. Philip, you can help me just to, if you have something to write.
Once again, I'm Hilary Besecha from Tropical Beekeeping Institute. I started beekeeping about 35 years back. That was when I was in Kenya in the exile.
Wow.
Now, coming back, I started the same business in Kampala on Entebbe Road. People were bringing honey from different parts of the country. It was not easy to buy the whole of it. So we would selectively get that honey. At one time, people went and brought some honey. They put honey down and they put glucose, skarguru.
What?
They put it down. Then they brought the few combs of honey on top.
Put on top.
They came. We had just exchanged the money. So I lost something like 250,000 shillings in that fake business.
Wow.
So I collapsed. I decided to go home. I'm born from Bunyaruguru. I had to go and work with some local beekeepers around. They were producing. As they were producing, by then the ministry had its headquarters along Wandegea. So we went there, we got the information from the entomologist who was around there, said you can go home and concentrate, start doing that thing better. Now, going back, we started getting the little honey from the community beekeepers. We put it on the market. The Zungus who got Queen Elizabeth, who frequently go Queen Elizabeth National Park, they liked the business. Then other people from Kampala started coming. They were buying our honey, our bees products, taking it, saying that they were going to pay us from Kampala. They also knocked us off.
Wow.
So my appeal, we have to be careful with the buyers of our products. And again, also the bee farmers must be well knowledgeable about the honey you are selling out, because we have got different colors of honey and different tastes of honey. I have been South Africa in Durban, where we had the World Conference of Beekeepers. I saw quite a lot of people. Those people actually produce a lot of honey of different colors and tastes. Now, an example is I tested honey from Hungary. Someone from Hungary was interested because by then I was a little bit young, and he brought the honey. He said he gave me a bottle of honey. I tested. I gave him mine. He said, that's very good.
Yours was better.
So we came, people from Arua, from Karamoja, from Ergon. We met. When we met in Rugogo, I presented the paper. I was the best in the whole country. And I was given a sponsorship to go and attend the Happy Trade workshop, which was in Ethiopia. Went there, I got another. Then when I came, said, we have to concentrate and really work for the beekeepers in our region. With the help of Bishop Bamunova, we had planned to have Ankole honey within Ubushen being sold. Now he has become a bit weak. The people he left behind, they are not all that cooperative. So I am concentrated in Bunyaruguru, formerly Bunyaruguru, now Rubirizi.
Okay.
Overlooking the Queen Elizabeth National Park, we have got numerous crater lakes where our bee farmers site their hives. Now the challenge is people who go to Queen Elizabeth National Park, they are millionaires, those who own supermarkets in Germany, where because there are very many people who go to the Queen Elizabeth National Park. You know, when they go to Queen Elizabeth National Park, they don't only go to Queen Elizabeth National Park, they go to Windy, they go to Rwenzori National Park, and they go to Kibali. So we are in a circuit of tourists. So one person came, said, I've liked your honey. Can you please give us 500 kilograms of honey every month to be shipped to London? He said, that's a good business. When I went back to check with my bee farmers, really it was not possible to produce that quantity every month. So I'm appealing people who are keeping bees anywhere.
Mhm.
You
Come
let's
together.
organize
Yes.
and get together.
Okay.
We see on how we can improve on our bees products.
Okay.
Secondly, we have a school. Our school is attached to Directorate of Industrial Training, Ministry of Education. We train people for 3 months, register them with the ministry. The ministry sends its assessors. They come and assess you in your own environment, and we record your product to a certain grade. Then we start looking for markets. There's a lot of market, but our products are not properly handled. Beekeeping, that one is a game. We know how to train people on how to do beekeeping.
Yes.
And how to make quality
Yeah.
beehives, because
so
many people have been frustrated,
So
especially
we might,
these donors.
Yeah. So we might lose your key challenges. So it's very good.
When
Can you
the-
just
when the
summarize
donors come-
what is your main challenge in business? Just one. Because the
When
others also have
the
to
donors
say-
come,
Mm.
they are interested in
Okay.
supporting these people.
Yes.
But they don't employ
Mhm.
the right people
Mhm.
to identify the timber
Okay.
and the workmanship,
Okay.
so that the timbers, the
Mhm.
beehives made from those timbers, can easily accept the bees inside.
Okay.
But in some cases, you find they give out beehives which do not allow bees in because they have used the wrong timber.
Mm.
So I think with that, we may
Okay.
improve later.
Yes. Thank you very much for your
And I
submission.
ask for
Much up-
beekeepers, please, we can have an hour
Yes, all beekeepers
behind and
get
we
his
see what we
contact
can
and
do
you can have
on our
an association.
products.
Amen. Thank you very much.
This
Okay.
gentleman is a teacher, so you know teachers
Yes.
when they speak, they
and
don't
there's a
want
lot to
to
learn from him, really. Thank you very much. 35 years. Wow. Well done. Well done. Okay, so just 1 minute, please. Just share what is your main business challenge. Let's keep it 1 minute so that as many of us can share as possible.
Thank you, Elias Krava from Grain Properties, Uganda Limited. Mainly, there is inadequate technical and managerial skills, and of course, money management issues. I think that will be sorted now as we have IMUCA, and maybe inability to afford long-term planning and financing. Basically, those are the challenges we are
Okay.
facing. Thank you.
When you say money management, what specifically?
Thank you once again. For example, organizing money, organizing books of accounts. Yeah, that's why I said with
Yeah.
IMUCA, I think we
Yes.
shall be set to go.
Shall be
Thank you.
sorted. Thank you very much. Another person, 1 minute. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Wilson Tukairwa from Abamwe Youth Empowerment Foundation. As I said, our company deals with the youth and the women. So the challenge we normally face is the mindset. Since we are dealing with the youth, they have that tendency of thinking that whatever they are to do should be related with white collar jobs. When you tell them to come in and start using their hands, they don't quickly respond. So it's a very big challenge. Two, when we are trying to make them get some money from financials as they can be supported, it's a category of people, that's youth and women, that don't have the securities. When they are looking for the money, they have a challenge, or we have the challenge of securities. Youth don't have the securities, likewise, the women. So it becomes a bit difficult. The youth little resources. But when actually they should be also accessing big monies and envelope. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, keep it 1 minute.
Yes, thank you once again, Leonard. As I've told you that I deal with rabbitry, the biggest challenge that we have is basically the mindset in the people, in the community. They developed that mindset that rabbits do not have market. And basically, the more challenge that comes in is that the people who can sell it on market, they want constant supply of it. And the people who can at least do the production, they feel like there is no market and there is no formalization into the people. Yeah. So the biggest challenge is the mindset of the people in the community. They don't feel like they should engage into the business because they know or they think there is no market for it.
So is it because you see sometimes there's not enough supply? So why don't you just?
Yes, now with rabbitry, it's not like now cattle, like cows and goats, because for them they are already established. So now the initiative that I'm looking at is now at least getting 200 outgrower farmers, so that at least we can maintain the supply.
So you use outgrowers, you don't do
Yes.
it yourself. I
Yes,
see.
that's why.
So why? What's making you not to do it yourself?
Doing it myself, of course. Yeah, some of the teams now, like me personally, I'm a youth and I've just started over the business, doing the business. And I won't say that at this stage, I have the exact finances to do that at the largest pace.
So the key issue actually is the finances. Because if you had the finances, you would actually not depend on the outgrowers, right?
True.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, another person.
I'm called Moses. I do fish powder. So the main challenge I have is
fish powder.
Yeah, tilapia fish powder that is smoked.
Like what do they? That's an interesting one. So fish powder. What what does someone do with the fish powder?
I get fish and the whole fish and I convert it into powder.
Then how do people use?
So people use it by putting it in nuts, prepared sauce, and beans, and they can make a stew.
Wow.
So the main challenge I have in this business now is adoption of my product to the people. I just used to eat fish whole and throw away the nutrients in bones. And may have brought the nutrients in bone on board, and adoption is still a challenge. I hope with we also do steamed mukene powder. I don't use cooking oil in my product. I also do steamed mukene snack. So these are new products. They are more of tackling malnutrition, most especially the micronutrient part of it.
Okay. So how would you make people aware of your product?
I'd been doing one-to-one communication, telling people about it, and we do also radio programs. But I have a need to do much sensitization on TV and go on more radios so that people can be sensitized to know about my product.
So what is making you not to go on
it
all
is
the radios and all those things?
To go on all radios is finances are not enough.
Comes back to finances.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. I think one more. Okay. There's a lady next to you there.
Thank you. My name is Winnie. I work with the production of kombucha, tayari kombucha. The most challenge is differentiating business finances with personal finances. most of us, when you make 10 millions, then you feel you want to buy something of 1 million. You've been lacking a chair in the home, not knowing how much you have maybe got as profit. So that's the challenge. We usually don't differentiate between our monies and then the money for business. Another challenge is the accounting part of it, the costs of production. And this is usually, this comes up with a fluctuation of prices in the products that we use in the raw materials. You have costed your product and know that you are producing it at 1,000 shillings per bottle. Then all of a sudden your materials shoot up. You find that you can't immediately increase the prices to the people because of that cost of production. So we are facing that, and sometimes we find we produce on loss. Thank you.
Thank you. Another person, keep it 1 minute.
Good afternoon. It's still morning. Morning. My name is Tugumisiriza Julia. I work with the IGREC, International Growth Research and Evaluation Center, as a field officer. And I want to talk about the challenges that we face because I did some mobilization here. People think that when you ask them about their financial stand and those deep questions, they think you're URA and you want to see if they're paying the right amount of taxes. I think that was the biggest issue. And others, some people have really good businesses here, but they're not educated, so they think, why do you want to know about this? So people would literally chase us away, go away, doko jind. Yes. And I am also starting a business of making greens. So we make greens, but we make them dry and then sell them in a dry form, just adding value so that when you put them back in the sauce, they actually become fresh. So there's a process that we do to make sure they don't lose the chlorophyll, and the challenge I'm facing is everyone you tell the products, they still tell you, oh, we want them fresh. We want them green, they are still green, but then they're in a dry form because they stay longer. So convincing people, you have to keep giving them, come and test, and yet you're putting in money, but then you have to first give them testing. So how many people are you going to give? So I think we lack. It all still comes back to finances. If we had enough money, then we'd get more greens and let people first test. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there one last one?
There was a hand somewhere.
Okay, so there's one here and there.
And also I have one here.
Since you're near.
Hey, I'm called Masat Kwase. I represent Bamsalim Construction Services. And our most challenge is we target the local market. We give construction. For us, we say that we use our interlocking stabilized soil blocks, you save 30% your construction budget. But the problem is that to convince those people that we can build a house for you and you save 30%, it becomes a big challenge to us because they don't trust a company. For them, they think we are going to collect a lot of money from them. That they think they would rather use those fundis around to build for them. That's the most challenge we have. And another thing is we have a problem of this system we are implementing, these QuickBooks. It's the one we are using and it is not, I don't know why, it's because the person who's using it is not professional. I don't know. That's all.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So how would you change the thing about people not knowing and not appreciating your savings product? I mean, the one that saves them construction costs. What would you do differently?
What would you do?
What would you do to change the situation?
To change the situation. We are trying. We have decided to put up a a backup on account so that we build for them, they pay in installments.
Okay, and that needs some of your internal resources.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, thank you. Okay, I think that's the last one. No, there was
There
one.
was-
Yeah.
there is-
Okay, so that's second last, and the last. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, I'm Herbert Sekibo from Hingalisa, Katete Mbarara. The fact is that the biggest challenge is finance. Now, finance for what? For example, in this region, most of our people are farmers. I'm happy to hear from my sister that she does add value to greens. But the biggest challenge, even if the market was there, the biggest challenge is finance. One time I tried to look for a production line that would help me, for example, preserve those greens. For example, the cabbages. There is a time where you find a very big head of cabbage going for 500,000, 500 shillings. And at times, you find it at 5,000 shillings. Now, what can we do to make sure that people, our farmers, get money from what they do? Imagine someone investing, expecting to get a lot of money, and you find a head of cabbage at 500 shillings. So we wanted to get a production line where we could, get those cabbages when they are at low prices. We process them. Either we get powder or we slice them and preserve them when they are sliced, so that the farmer can get at least an average price for what they grow. But because of finances, we are not yet able to acquire that production line. When we checked, it was around 50,000 US dollars, and it was quite big for us at the moment.
Okay.
So, for us to be able to make people love what they do, especially in agriculture, we have to empower the farmers or those that are interested in farming, maybe to get some financing, because we know when that happens, we can create jobs, and
Okay.
farmers can also get some money.
Thank you very much. And finally, one of the students, I think it's you. Yeah.
He put up his hand first.
Oh, okay.
Yes, thank you. I'm Francis once again. Basically, my own challenge is just because of one, unskilled labor. Because in our businesses, we find we have people who are not skilled. So the output of an unskilled person is a challenge. And when you're coming to, say, put up a small system to record the transactions of business, you cannot manage it.
So why don't you get the skilled labor?
Of course, perhaps the finances are not yet enough
Back
to,
finances.
to pay a skilled person. So, and at the end of the day, when you don't have records and a clear system, then you end up not coming up with business decisions.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Finally.
Thank you. For me, actually, my problem is one. We are dealing in agricultural supplies, and it happens that we supply some schools with food, for example, beans. Normally, you find the price of the beans sometimes are high, sometimes are low. And now, of course, when you put in the cost of production, we have agreed, you put in that living tax, you see the price is becoming high. Now, you find the customer is looking at the price you are costing the product. Is looking at it, it's being too high. Yet you, as the supplier, you are looking at it, it is where you can break even. So now, how can I make sure that my client gets satisfied with my price such that the partnership or the business can continue? That is my major challenge.
Thank you very much. Do you grow the beans yourself or you source them from some other people?
No, we do grow, but because of the quantities we need, we also source.
Okay, thank you very much. So which means you will have to consider how to source them cheaper, because if you can't increase the price, then how do you still make your margins? Thank you very much, everyone, for sharing. And just starting off from where he is. So when the experts come to your company, for example, they'll look at the dynamics that you have. Is it an issue of sourcing the things that you're supplying, or can you have a look at the pricing side of things? Because at the end of the day, if you're running a business, you're running a business to make money. Yes? Okay, thank you for sharing your challenges. I think one of the most common challenges that I've heard from you is finance related. Yeah? You have unskilled labor because you're not able to afford a skilled labor. You're not able to preserve some of the things that are in season for them to be available off season because you don't have the machinery. Why? Because you don't have the finances. You're not able to make known your products because the means of the media or the means of communicating, promoting, advertising still needs money. So it goes back to finances somehow, yeah? And then also someone said the women and the youth are not able to access finances, yeah, because they don't have what? Collateral. Okay. Did you know that banks can actually give you money without collateral? Anyone knows? Anyone has gotten a loan from the bank without collateral? Okay. And it's not a salary loan, it's a business loan. You have. So what did you do?
Okay, thank you. This is a product by Bank of Africa, and it basically finances the character. You have an account with the bank, you transact with them daily, they know your business place. So they are able to determine the stock you have, the volume of transactions. So they give you an secured loan payable in 3 months.
3 months.
And they can give up to the 50 million shillings. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So they work on your character and all those different things. So you'll find that, yes, Sebo, but keep it short.
Finances to beekeepers are not there. We are depending on donors. When you go to the bank, when you are a beekeeper, they say they don't finance. We have got the African, you have called which bank is that? Bank of Africa. We have it in Rubirizi. They have said they don't support such a business.
Okay. Thank you very much. So one of the things that the banks look at, apart from the character that he's making, is saying, it's also your performance with the bank, your banking history. Yeah? I believe one of the things they ask you is your statements for the last couple of months. So one of the challenges we've found with many businesses that we've worked with is you make sales. After you've made the sales, you just go buy stock. And if you have some balance, you do what? You bank the balance. You understand? So the challenge is, if let's say you've made sales of, give me a figure. A day? Okay. I'm trying to make something easy. So let's say you've made 1 million, just to make it easy for calculation, yeah? So you've made 1 million, let's say in 1 week. Are you happy with that one? Okay. Now, you decide you're only going to bank what? 100,000. After you've done everything, Now, the banking history you're going to create is 100,000, 50,000, 30,000, 20,000. That's what you're banking. But your actual sales is, you say 1,800,000, whatever. So you go to the bank and say, I need money for my machine, for the cabbage drying or something like that. Then the bank looks at your statement and says, how will you be able to pay this loan? So how do you start convincing the bank that I actually make more than what you're seeing in the bank statement? Are we together? So the bank sees your statement as your CV. CV, there's something, the people who are applying for jobs in your nice companies, you tell them, bring your CV. CV is saying, this is the work I have done before, this is my experience, this is my, from my experience, you can assume my potential. Why do we ask people for their CVs? You are looking for work. You have workers, right? Why do you ask them for their CVs? To see what they qualify. But that is their past experience. How does it guarantee future performance? A CV is past, right? So why do you need their CV to employ them for the future? Confidence. That if they were able to perform this in their past, they can only be better in the future. They can be worse, right? So your banking history, your banking relationship, your relationship with the bank is with your banking. Are we together? So as you keep on banking, they end up having a CV of your business. They say this one, their potential is this. Their potential is this. So when you ask for an unsecured loan, they bring your CV. Your business CV with the bank is your bank statement. Okay? So if you've only been banking change with the bank, they will say, this one cannot service this loan. But if every sale that you make hits the bank, you're boosting your CV and showing your potential for generating cash. So they can also give you their cash to pay back. But if your cash is small, how do they trust you with big money? They cannot. So one of the challenges we have in businesses, especially people in manufacturing, you get the sales, you go buy your stock, then you bank the balance. Then one day you need a manufacturing equipment and you're wondering, why is the bank not giving me? Okay? So one of the things we are helping businesses to appreciate is have a system of banking all your sales. Either daily or every other day, you bank all your sales intact without touching them. After you've banked, then you can even bank now and still withdraw at the same time. That's not a problem. But the issue is the money has to hit where? The bank account, and then you can do what? You can withdraw. Okay? Another important thing to do is to have a record of all these things that you're selling, because it shows the bank that this money did not come from a lottery and then you put it in the bank account. You know you can win a lottery and put in your bank account, no? But now the evidence is in your record keeping, which many of us don't do. Now to my good business owner here who says that there's no, what do you call it? There's no money for honey. If you have your record keeping properly and you're doing all your banking properly, the bank will not necessarily look at your business, they'll look at your business potential. Okay? So you say, now, my business has been performing like this, and based on this one, don't look at me as apiary or anything, but based on this nature of my business, these are the revenues I can generate, these are the records of evidence of what I can be able to perform, and this is the reason why I need this other thing. Are we together? Anybody here who sells, they also still call bimuli here? Plants, flowers. Still bimuli, yeah? Okay. Anyone who knows someone who sells? You don't know, eh? Flowers, they are beautiful things. Plants, they make flowers, yeah? And you find them, I saw some beautiful ones on the roadside, Mbarara Highway, yeah? They're very, very, you get. Now, a business like that one, do you think a bank can give it a loan? Why? Siddu. So someone who is doing it on the roadside will say, the bank can't give Bimuli business money. You understand? I run a business of Bimuli, but it's formalized. It does record keeping. It puts the finances, and I take that to the bank, and they give me a loan unsecured. So it is not the business sector that you run it. It is how you run your business. And these experts that we are having show you how to run your business, irrespective of the sector you are in. Even if you're making briquettes or doing charcoal, you formalize your system. So when the bank asks you, show us your performance for the last 6 months, you can generate it. You can get your bank statement. Show us your performance, your profitability for the last 1 year, 12 months, so many years. You can generate it and give it to them. So the banks, most of the time, if you have your financial house in order, they do not so much care about the nature of your business, as long as the business is a business that keeps on going. Call it a going concern. It keeps on going. Okay? Unless you say the bees have run out of the world, then now there's no more bee making, honey making, then that's a different challenge. So one of the three things that we notice with many business owners. One challenge is lack of separating yourself from your business. And the business lady there said that lack of separation of yourself from your business. The money comes, the 10 million she was saying, and then you go through a party because money has come. But you know that money that you've made from the sales is not the profit. From that 10 million, there is the things you sold to make the 10 million. That cost of those things that you sold to make the 10 million, you have to remove it. After you've removed the cost of the things that you sold from the 10 million, then you have to remove your rent, remove your salaries, remove all those different things. After removed all those expenses, at the end you will see what is my actual profit. But many of us get the sales and we celebrate. After we've celebrated, we're like, now there's no money to buy new stock. Have you ever seen that? You've gone and celebrated, but now stock is needed, but there's no money to do what? To buy stock. But when we help you, the experts come and help you to track your business, money coming in, the expenses to run your business, but even planning for stock. So you don't wake up and you don't have stock. But you can plan, in next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I need so much stock. Do I have money for the stock? So that you're not starting to look for money the day when the stock is over. So they help you with the planning as well. But you have to separate yourself from the business so that you don't eat you call it eat. You don't eat the business money. And also the other thing can also happen, the business can also eat your money. Because you keep on putting money in the business and you're not tracking how much money you have put and is it actually giving you back the money. So the experts will help you to separate your personal money from the business money so that both of you are better off. Okay? Mistake number 2 that most of the businesses have is not keeping records of anything. They have the information in their head. They have the sales information in the head, the expenses in the head, everything is in the head. Okay? But if you keep a record, it will help you to know, is my business actually profitable or it is not profitable? Many people have more than one thing they are selling in their business. Yeah? You'll find that you're selling different things. But as Roy said, how do you know which of the things is making a loss, which one is actually making a profit? Could be one of them is making the other one to lose money. So if you don't have proper record keeping, it becomes a challenge. And for those who are concerned about, she said people are concerned about URA. By the way, URA, okay, us, we don't work for URA. But we help you to have your houses in order that in case URA decides to pay you a visit, you know where your tax stand is if so happens. So what they will do, at least in Kampala, that's what they will do. They can walk into a business and then they look at the stock you have in your business, how your business is set up, and then they tell you, I think you look like your tax is 5 million. Now, if you're not keeping any records, how do you say, no, my tax is not 5 million? There's no way. But if you have your records, you show them, yes, my shop is beautifully done and everything, but these are my sales, these are my expenses, therefore my profit is only this, and I only pay tax on my profit. Because you're not supposed to pay tax on the stock that you have in the shop. You pay tax on the profit that you have made. Which means if you've not made a profit, there's no tax to pay. Are we together? But how do you convince them that you're not making that much profit that they think you're making? It is the record keeping that defends you. And I've seen that help so many business people, at least in Kampala. Because of record keeping, they've been able to not pay unnecessary taxes. URA will send you an assessment, and the only defense you have against the assessment is your records. Okay? Because they have system randomly generated information. So they tell you an assessment, they tell you this is the tax you're supposed to pay. You get your books, submit to them, this is the actual performance of my business. So your assessment, remember, it's just a general assessment. So then, based on the information you provide for them, they revise the assessment. I've seen many business people being able to save their tax obligations because of the record keeping they have done. Are we together? So it is important for you to keep the records properly because it will save you unnecessary tax liabilities that you do not need. But also sometimes, when you keep the records, it means if you have any tax obligation, you are able to file them on time. Sometimes the tax penalties we have is because you are submitting late. Because why is it late? Because you have not kept your records together and all those different things. So record keeping is very, very important, not just for tax purposes, but even for you knowing, do I keep in this line of business? Do I keep in selling this particular thing? Do I keep in investing in this particular type of thing? So record keeping is very, very important. And this program is helping you to do that. We find many businesses are keeping their records. I said some are keeping in their heads. Then there are those who've graduated to writing them in a book. Yeah. But now this program gives you an accounting software called QuickBooks. Now this accounting software helps you to do a lot of different things. Now for those who have QuickBooks, like the construction president there, you said you're president, yeah? What did you say? You said you are the administrator. I heard president for some strange reason. The administrator of that construction company. If you already have it, the experts will review and see why is it not optimized for your business, and they can show them, train your team how to use it. Sometimes you just find the people are not trained well of how to use it, or it was not customized for your business. Are we together? So if you qualify for the program, you'll get an accounting software that helps you to know your profitability in terms of the whole business, but even the things that you're selling, what is most profitable. But also, if you're selling your things on credit, it will tell you this person has not paid you for this many days or this many months, and then you can track them. But also, if you're buying things on credit, it tells you, you also and so this much and how you plan to pay them. So it has a lot of different good things. The mistake that many business owners have, understanding the financial statements. Yeah? So them, they're just doing business, but they're not understanding the financial statements of their business. And the experts will help you to understand what the business, how your business is performing, but even those things that they ask you for. Bank asks you for financial statements. They ask you something called a profit and loss statement. You're like, now what is that? They ask you for a balance sheet. So the experts help you to do that. There's one of the businesses that we met during this program, and she said she was invited for the NSSF High Innovator Pitching. Have you heard? Is it only in Kampala or is it even in Mbarara? It's only in Kampala. Okay, so this one was in Kampala. So she has a very good business, and she was invited to pitch. But one of the things that they required was financial statements for her business. Can you imagine the thing that made her not get an award or get the funding is because she didn't have financial statements for her business? Can you imagine? Yeah? So opportunities can pass you by. You can miss a lot of opportunities just because you don't have the financial statements that are there. But also being able to present them to someone and explain, yes, I'm in apiary business, and based on my financial statements, you can see this business is a viable business, and therefore, I am requesting for funding. Are we together, good people? Yes? So, please, let us consider all those different things as we are being considered for this program, separating ourselves from the businesses, understanding keeping records so that from the records we can generate our financial reports and be able to understand how your business is performing. There are some times where people's businesses have run them down. You have become broke because your business has made you broke. Because you're continuing to run a business that is making a loss, but you don't know that you're actually making a loss in your business. Are we together? So there was this particular business. I normally like giving this story. So she thought she was running a good business. They were making flour, cookies, juices, things like that. And she thought her business was doing very well. And for that year, she had made sales of 135 million. That is many years ago. But she had made a loss of 56 million. So we're trying to understand, how are you running your business? And she thought the business was doing well. But because she had another job, she just kept on putting money in the business. They ask money for transport, money for flood. She just keeps on doing that. But when you put the business information together, you realize she had put 150 million in the business. And she had no idea. I'm not saying it's bad to put 150 million in your business, but you put it when you know you're actually putting 150 million. But she put 150 million. The sales that she was able to make was only 135 million, and she made a loss of 50-something million. Now, is that a business? But before that exercise was done, she was happy. She's running a what? A business. But when the things were put together, she now understood how her business was performing, and she went and checked where are the areas of leakages. Some people were stealing her stock. Some of the workers were just many workers that are not doing any work. Production was not being done efficiently. So there's a lot of wastage in the business. But now from that exercise, she was able to turn around her business and make sure all the employees knew what they're supposed to do and only hire the people who needed to do the work, and her business became profitable. But imagine if she kept on being on like that. All her savings she was putting in the business that was actually making losses. If you're putting your money in a business that's making profit, it's fine. But imagine you're putting in 150 million, you're getting a loss of 55 million. In a couple of years now, you'll have to sell your land, sell your house, sell everything to keep on running this business. But with the experts that we have in this program, they are able to help you understand your business inside out and make the best decisions that make your business more profitable, more efficient, and that you're going to be happy and happy running the business and be proud of the business, that you're going to not just have it for this generation, but for the generations and generations to come. As the good book says, you have an enterprise or a business that you can live for the generations and the generations to come. Your children's children's children. Are we together? Is that the business we want to have? Yes, a business for generations. And it starts with the best practices that this program is offering. Is it Philip or Roy coming on? Thank you very much for your attention. Much appreciated. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Lillian. And I like the clapping. Roy, you've done a good job here. Communicating two things. One, last time I showed you two books. I told you that can help you also to organize yourself. I have one called The Business Planning Simplified. Okay. This one goes for 100,000. And then Business Modeling Handbook, 50,000. These two books can help you also to organize your business properly. If you need them, you pass by our desk there. Those two ladies, gentleman and the lady, can help you to get them. We are going to break off a tea break, but when we come back, we shall be listening to one of the person that has benefited from this program. So give me like 2 minutes to find out whether our breakfast is ready, then we can be. But for the meantime, greet your neighbor and as we wait. Before we go out, the breakfast people need like 2 minutes. So I'm thinking we listen to this successful story, then we can go for breakfast. I don't see. I need you now. The gentleman with the beekeeping, someone has already asked me for your contact. So make sure you see me before you leave. And then there is another person here. Just cross-checking my messages here. I think I was out when the gentleman was talking. Someone who has a machine who wants 50K for the machine, I think. I don't know who the person is. I think I was out. I'm going to cross check who that person is. It is you. Oh, Garissa. Okay. I've liked this gentleman. Okay. As I also organize my online person, there's one person in our group who hasn't introduced herself. I request her to come and so that you can know her. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. So I'm Vivian Peratone, it's my name, and I'm from the program team supervision. So I'm here, my colleagues did a super good job explaining the program today, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to answer questions about the program. You can ask in the crowd, or also you can come to me in the tea or things like that. So before you leave, make sure that if you have questions, come to me and feel free to ask anything, be curious. And yeah, thank you very much for coming today. Maybe introduce yourself. Yeah, and one of our experts is here today. She came with us. I think similar to me, she's here also if you want to ask her questions. So I let her introduce herself.
Good morning. Morning, everyone. I'm Jocelyn Katsime Marumbu. I decided to run away after being brought up here in Mbarara. I got married somewhere else. I'm one of the CFOs who helping businesses like yours in Kampala to be streamlined. And when we come into the business, us as CFOs, we find you as you are. If you need to speak Runyankole, it's okay, because even in Kampala, there are people who speak Luganda, and we communicate in that language. So don't think you will not be selected just because either some of the people who need to understand the system are not good in expressing themselves in English. The other good thing about money is not in a language, it's just numbers. And when you go to a bank, if you don't speak English and you speak your local language, they still bring someone to interpret so that you can maybe express yourself better and you are able to be helped. So similarly also in this program, I may speak English now because I speak faster in English. However, I understand Runyankole. And I think also the other CFOs who may come, in case they don't understand, at least there will be someone to help. So don't, if there are other SMEs maybe or businesses who may think that, no, those people are going to come and just speak English, please don't take it like that. We are here to resolve challenges, and the challenges are not in Runyankole or Uganda, or they are just challenges in business. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. At this time, I want us to connect to Mima. I hope you hear. Hello? Brian, could you please open the sound for Mima? Okay. Mima, take us through.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. So is it, talk about, what exactly do you want me to talk about?
Thank you so much for the question, Mima. You've been part of the program, so I want you to share with the audience here what the program is about and what so far you've benefited from the program.
Okay, so we are starting off, the audience is already on.
Yes, the audience is actually looking at you and listening to your voice, but also as you talk to us, tell us about the challenges, how it started, and how you are right now.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Miriam Akoramazima, and our business is Mima Quality Flour. We deal in flour, specifically baby porridges. And by the time we joined this program, yes, we were doing business, but the truth is we didn't understand our business in terms of finances. And we all know that finances, they are like the heart of the business. Now, we were producing, but actually not knowing which product, because we have a variety of products, as you can see, but we didn't know which one actually had a bigger profit margin compared to the other. So we were just doing business, but we did not actually understand our own business. Yet the financial bit is what is supposed to guide your decision making. In terms of where you're supposed to invest more, in terms of the decisions that you're supposed to make concerning the operations of the business. It's mainly supposed to be on how profitable your business is. Now, when this program came in and we got this accounting software, it has really, really helped us. I hadn't known that we were at that level until we joined. Now, this is what it did. First of all, it helped us to understand which product is more profitable compared to the other. And when we understood that, then it helped us to make decisions on where to emphasize. If you're looking at me, for example, we have this product. This is pure rice flour. And then we have a product called Baby Mega. Now, this product really has about 5 to 6 ingredients, but this is a plain product, this pure rice. So what did that mean? Now, before this program, for us, we were just promoting sales without considering the fact that this is a product that brings in more profit compared to the other. So when we would be marketing, when we would be making sales, even at the end of the month, when we are making summaries of our sales, we did not give the priority to the products that actually were supposed to give priority, but also in terms of marketing. Now, it helps us to know where to emphasize and where we were supposed to improve. Then another thing, it helps us to look at the details of the costs of production, which we were not looking at. For example, a customer calls you and asks you, how much is this product? And you tell them the price. They are like, I'm here near, can you please send it to me on a border? Now, the cost of sending the border to go to deliver to the customer sometimes would be ignored. You do not look at the inner detail, or sometimes if you would capture it, it would not be recorded. So you would end up making losses by making costs. You find that you're meeting costs which are not recorded anywhere. So this program has helped us to be better organized in terms of record keeping and data, which is the heart of financial management, which is supposed to help us as business people to make informed decisions. Now, as a wife and a mother and a lady, I would like to speak to the ladies in the house as well. Now, there is this tendency of really mixing up finances. You find that you're doing a business, maybe along the way, your husband decides to, you ask and then you're supported. Now, that money, for example, there is a time we were given a vehicle for supply, but it was not captured. You know, when this program came, that's when I realized and said, okay, so this is supposed to be captured as a funding, because if it's not captured, you find that you're running a business which is not making profit, yet you think that you're making
progress.
You find that you're not making profit at all. So you find that you're having funding, you're putting in money from other businesses, because you're not differentiating them. You don't have a proper count where you're tracking what you're putting into the production of this particular product. At the end of it all, even the pricing is wrong. So the pricing does not reflect the cost of production. And at the end of it all, you find that the profit margin. Now, this program is really interesting. It is really good, because it will show you the profit margin of every product or of your business, and then you will look at other costs that you're supposed to be meeting. For example, for some who are using power, you're using water, you have to pay the employees. Even you yourself, you find that in some businesses, business owners are not paying themselves, but you're working. So that's why you end up mixing up money. But this program comes in, this software, it really organizes you. You know the cash you have at hand, you know the cash you have at bank, you know what is in operation, and you know the worth of your business. So you can plan and know that I want to move to this level. You know that your business is worth this amount of money. You plan and know that maybe in the next 1 year, I would like to be at this level, and you work towards that. And this program is rightfully here to help you to get there. Yeah, I think most of the things have really been talked about. Now, personally, I can also testify that on the side of taxes, you know, you find you're stressed for nothing. Now, if you have proper records of the profitability of your business, which this software is doing very, very well. Now, you're not even scared about the taxes, because when the taxman comes in, that is URA, you will declare your records. The records are there. You know the profit that you're making. So you cannot be taxed on what you have not made. Yeah. Yet this is one of the biggest challenges, where you find that because you don't have a record, you don't have something, you don't have evidence. So URA will come in and just tax you on assumption. They just make an assumption and they tax you. But now we are better placed. Then another thing is that this program really helps you to get even funding, because your records are in order. Recently, actually, as I speak, we have a program tomorrow, which is where they are looking at funding women in business. Now, because of this program, I am able to stand up and declare the performance of my business. So it somehow prepares you. And even when you walk to the bank with these records, it is such an advantage. Now, for those of us who have groups, like in families, there are some families which are organized and they mobilize for funding. When you come with such a clear record of the performance of your business, you can clearly track every expense. You can clearly track every profit that you've made and show where it has been invested or what you've used it for. Then it is easy to convince someone to give you the money that you need to move your business to another level. I think for now, that is what I can share, but really the advantages are so much. In short, this accounting software puts you in order, it organizes you to understand your business inside out. And then for business owners, there is a tendency for most of us not to understand the financial statements of our businesses. Yet, this is really very key. When you understand this, it helps you. The employees can no longer play around with you and give you wrong information, because you know that this is the cost that I need to put in for my business. Now, the fuel, for example, if they are going in the field, when you're keeping your record, because this software will demand that you keep a record. It will help you if you've been lazy. You'll have to do it. So when you do that, you will be able to track the costs, and you find that if, for example, this month you have been meeting a cost of, let's say, 600,000 on fuel, and you have distributed this much, or you have sold this much, so this is the profit. Now, if you're keeping record for a period of 3-4 months, someone cannot come out of the blue and tell you that this month they have used fuel of 1.5 million, yet the sales have not changed or the profit has not changed. So I really encourage everyone in business, if this opportunity is granted, that you really receive it, because it is very helpful and it is going to take you to another level. Yeah, thank you so much, Philip.
Thank you so much, Mia. But before I let you go, is there anyone with a question from the audience? I think you're well versed now. Okay, Mima, I have to let you go. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I thought that you'll speak also in the local language, but it's fine.
Yeah, sure. Abanyambarara n'abaramusiya, all the best.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye for now.
Okay, you've heard it from her. The next item is to have breakfast. And after breakfast, it's okay to interact and mingle. But otherwise, during breakfast, when you get your breakfast, you come back and sit.
Recording stopped.
And then we shall have Q&A from you. If you have other questions to ask any one of us, we shall respond to them. We shall be organized a little bit. I'll be asking my colleagues to help me and move person at a time so that we don't crowd the area.
Thank you so much. Let's humble ourselves for our prayer. Father, we thank you for this breakfast. We bless the hands that have prepared it and served it. We pray that it may guide, it may give us energy to understand each and everything that we have been told. In Jesus' name I've prayed.
It's now time to get that you may have, so you can note those questions down. In the next 5 minutes, I'll want our team to join the table, and then they'll be able to respond to all questions that you'll have regarding the program. Is that okay? So in the next 5 minutes, we should be able to receive questions. Thank you.
one of the attributes I have, when someone is speaking, I don't talk. In other words, I like listening more than talking. So if you find that you are still talking, I'll keep quiet and will listen to you. So at this point, we are going to receive questions, and our experts are here to answer. When they were introducing themselves, they said, especially these two, they said they are here to answer questions. So in other words, if we don't answer questions, they will not interact with us.
And also I have to let you know that this session has to take like 10 minutes because we're supposed to be leaving at 12. So let's be faster. Bring your questions, your queries, it be answered, and you go when you are contented.
So let me use 30 seconds to ask my question. Which could be your question? Lillian, this goes to you and the team. Through your interaction, you realize that the most challenge is finance. And Imuka here comes to prepare entrepreneurs finance ready or investment ready. My humble insight is, could Imuka have made a platform whereby, yes, they have supported the entrepreneur to be investment ready. What next? What next? Could Imuka be having this linkage? Yes, we have prepared this entrepreneur, but here there is investor X whom you can pitch to, whom you can present your business to, so that, because management, what, once you have the finance, I'm telling you, as a business owner, I don't need to know everything. Yes, but if I have finance, I can say no. Let me have an expert in accounting. Let me have an expert in production. Let me have an expert in marketing. So, thank you. Yeah. Okay. So one is recorded. Can we have more for? By show of hands. Yes. So far you have 2 hands. I miss the other 2 hands.
Yes, my name is Edith Anwandinda, Million Stars Health Products Company. And my question is, from the last presenter, he talked about that they will need to select 50 companies out of 100. And yes, I had it by myself. So if at all some company happen to fail to meet maybe to get chanced, and they find they are not qualified, they have not been selected, what are they going to do so that they can be helped to get the financials, to get the linkage, or to get the app that we are all here to get? And also, he talked about that maybe there can be some private arrangements. And we know that all these business startups, sometimes we have a problem of finances. So will it still be possible for this person to be helped maybe on an understanding that maybe the cost is still low? Will the app be installed freely? So I need more clarification on that. Thank you.
Can we have more 2 hands? Because this is the second hand. And I wish we can get more 2. Okay, now more 1. Good.
My name is George Kashoche Mari from Sanga Sub-County. Colleagues, I request to tune Radio West as long as I'm in Western region. Am I clear? Ninshaba ngungamburi nyankure. Mwebare mnonga. Once again, Lubanyeta Kashoche George Mari ni Mugomboro ya Sanga. Ni nkora wines. Wines ni nzikora umujuma, umuyembe, umucungwa, endumu, akatunda, katunguri icumu, n'entangahuzi. Kandi byona nimbikorera farm yanjye. Farm yanjye nibageta go green farm. Those who don't pick, I'm sorry. tuko kibuzo niko konka ko sinyine kwegamba tinkubuza kibuzo ntagambira ukundi mbenu nahurira ikibuzo cyanjye numugira ngo records nebindi konke kibuzo cyanjye nikigira kumwaka tuhabura banks mukatuhabura ku recordinga konko buremeza bwitu kano bikora ubundi bukabura uko byagenda nimanyisa kutatunga kapiki yo kutatunga motoka kanimanyisa okutatunga muzigo kushikera nimanyisa kanyo rukwinga naro rukurisa kambe nuko nakigamba mbenu nebindi biri kubasa gukora nk'ibyo mbenu nshonge mpango no kugira ngo sana n'inteka kumwaka turondera aho mukubasa kuturobingira sente icyo cyo kutabura loans twitwiremo shana kumwaka uronda yakasya konka loans twitwiremo turi kuzubasa nicyo kituremese mwebara.
Okay. Thank you so much. I have papers here. We might not take all the questions, but if you want to write it down, you can have the paper, write it down. We shall answer it next time or email you the answer.
Papa has gone out, but we can have him.
Thank you so much, our coordinator. My name once again is Tukayura Wilson. Mine is not a question like that, but it is in the form of submission or a request. What I understand in whatever business one does or whatever activity someone is carrying out, timing is key. Timing is key. The other time I was here, I attended the program. I did the interviews because I was interviewed. And that is 2 months ago. Today, we are now almost in the third month. You are preparing to interview us again and give, if possible, you give in what is required. So my submission is, if it could be done timely, it would help us. What do I mean? I had ever attended some interview somewhere where I was in active service. When you do an interview in a certain company, it's hard to go for another interview in another company when you are not yet answered. So we are anxiously waiting for this facility. So it's better if it is to be delivered or it is to be done. If it can be done timely, it would help us in terms of planning. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you can respond. And now as he's responding, in case you want to make a question, I have papers here. Put up your hand. I'll bring this paper to you. You write it down. Thank you.
We'll start with the last question. Timing. Because we've not mentioned when are we starting. Isn't it? Which is very important for everybody. So this program is in phases. The first phase we came, we identified you, we reached out to you, we captured your details. Because once we capture the details, it allows the experts to understand what problems exist on the ground. Okay? Because it's not just where you come and say, oh, we need to teach people A, B, C, D, and we do not understand what problems and what gaps exist. So we've interacted with over 100 businesses that qualify. Obviously, we reach out to more. So now, from all those 100, we identified, these are the challenge, these are the challenge. So we've identified those. Now, those challenges reach the experts. I think you saw so the experts evaluate, okay, now what are we going to do here, there. So that informs now support. So done so far is we've now curated the challenges. Okay? We've now curated the challenges. And now we are preparing to start the support. Now, based on how our program goes, we are actually in the month of October. To be very honest, we are in the month of October. September is done. So we have to select. We have to select. The selection process ends by close of October. Okay? So we shall communicate the people we have selected in November. And we shall now have a meeting of all those we've selected with the experts we have allocated you. So we shall have a workshop. You will meet the experts. And the experts will now guide you. Now, because we are going to start work to support you, organize this, so that when we come, we start our journey. So that will happen before you go for holidays, because we know December people switch off. December people switch off. We would have started in December, but in December people go to village over where you understand. So cooperation is minimal. But we shall have a meeting of the selected companies with the experts. They will guide you what to organize so that when they come, work starts very fast. Are we together? So that will happen before we close. Yes. Now, when we start the year, obviously the first week is gone. So most likely the third week, because the second week we have to allow you to settle. Are we together? So, towards the end of January is what we are going to start. The team of experts will come here in Mbarara. And they'll be visiting you based on your agreed schedule, whether it is every Monday or Monday and Thursday or whatever. They'll be coming. You will have identified the team that you will want to be supported. And they will come and train, guide periodically until the team understands and can use, not by the expert, by yourself. You'll be able to use, you'll be able to understand your numbers. Not know or see, but understand what those numbers mean in your business. Are we on the same page? That is the program I want you to understand. So the selection is taking place in the month of October. The 2 months we were assessing the feedback, the gaps identified, and it goes for the expert's interpretation. Are we together? So that is done. Now the selection process happens. As I said, we don't select by who we know. All of you qualify to be selected. But not all of you will be selected. Okay? There's a 50% chance, 40% chance. 50 will be selected and they will be supported. Fully paid for. Which leads me to the second question. What if I selected? What happens? It's a difficult question for our end. Because on our side, when they say this one is supported, we have invested, we have paid. That money has been paid. Now, if you've not been selected, that means the money has not been allocated to your support. So that the only thing we can do is we can say, these experts, we can connect and you can tesa. Are we together? You can tesa. How best? But that is not, we can only connect, and that is at your discretion. If you want us to, we can advise. Are we together? But for the project, and I'm speaking in alignment with the project, those who will be selected, fully supported. It has been paid for. We just want your commitment, your cooperation to ensure that the work these experts do is well and is of good quality. Are we together? Because they have deliverables. Just the same way they are coming to support, they report. I've been able to help generate reports, and we can validate that they understand. It's not them who will tell us, we also come and assess. Do you understand what has been generated? Can you explain? So that when we leave, you can be able to continue. But you can also continue the relationship with the experts. Are we together? I hope that answers you, madam. I'm sorry, but we would love to support everybody. But resources do not allow for that. I think the other aspects, My team will also come and share. Hey, access to finance. So, just for your information, what Imuka does as our core activity as Imuka is we identify entrepreneurs that are looking to scale. First, they have made their decision, they want to expand. And to expand, they need to organize themselves and present themselves to investors. So that's what we actually do. Okay? What this program is doing or intends to do is we want to prepare. And that has already been paid for. Okay? Now, once you are prepared, the program is also going to organize a workshop where all your submissions, for those ones who will want to raise financing, we also have a pool of investors who will review your reports and propose offers of different forms of finance. But it is not guaranteed they will offer you. Are we together? But we are also going to make an initiative where, for those ones who are interested in connecting with financiers, we shall submit your reports to them. The reports that the experts have helped you generate. Are we together? So that is something that we intend to do in the program. Clear? I hope I've answered that. Okay, thank you.
Maybe just one thing to the event he's speaking about. So even the ones that are not being selected will still be able to participate to these events that we'll have next year at the end of the program to facilitate connection to the investors. So yeah, so I don't know if it's clear, but just also the ones that are not selected to the program will still have the possibility to go to the event that will come and maybe facilitate the connection. That's it, I think.
Hello, I have an insight. I'm driving this from his submission. There is this scenario. Someone can speak English, but can't write it. The other person can write English, but can't speak it. What if my documents are not well presented, but I can pitch my business? In other words, you said you submit these documents to investors to review and fund the fundable. Could there be a scenario whereby now this person who can't write that good English but can have a platform organized by Imuka to pitch their businesses to these investors?
Okay, so what you need to know, financial reports are standard. They are standard. There is no shortcut or financial statement will look this other way or that other way. The software they will install will generate. It's not you. It will help you generate those reports. And the numbers speak for themselves. You will just explain. No profit. Whether it is in English or Uganda, profit does not change. No revenue. It does not change. The system will generate that. It will help you generate. Are we together? So you are not going to, again, create another. The system, once you feed in the data with the support of the experts, you will have the right reports. Are we together?
From her submission, she realized that the major challenge is finance. Now, I'm just imagining this entrepreneur who doesn't even have those finances to run this business so that he can do a good back statement for daily running of this business.
That is a very good question. So we will find you in different levels. There are those who even don't have an account. Okay? But you are formal. The thing is, first of all, let's agree. You are a business, correct? You are making money, correct? That is the starting point. You are making money. Where does this money go? To the phone, to the bank, where? So we shall start by guiding you from that angle. What does not change is you are a business, you are making money. You may be making a loss, but you are making money. It's just that the money may be negative or positive. Are you together? So the program will support you in that direction. Thank you. Sorry, let me allow my team to proceed.
Those ones who have not written your questions, I still have papers, and also those ones who are done writing, you can just show your hand. I come and pick that paper. Thank you.
Maybe just to complement Roy's answer. Remember earlier we explained that numbers are numbers. Whether it's in Luganda, Runyankole, Ruchiga, it doesn't matter. The numbers are numbers. When you are presenting to someone, the presentation can be in English and there will be summaries for you, but you'll present in the language you know. And of course, you'll go with someone who will sit in case the other party needs to understand more. For you, you will speak the language you know. It's okay. But the information will be in English because the system is in English, at least the one which you have. So for you, once the CFO has explained to you your numbers, your profitability, your costs, there are reports which come with embedded into the system once you fed it in the information. And for you, you can explain in the language which you are most comfortable with, but you'll be explaining the numbers which are already in English. I hope this helps.
Thank you. Standing beside an entrepreneur, for him it is not a question, it is a submission. Can he be allowed to submit in a minute?
Once again, I'm advocating for beekeepers. I think if we question some of these beekeepers we have around and those that are in the communities, they have quite plenty of these products which they find a little bit difficult to market because they don't have the equipment or the honey or the bees products that they have, they are not of quantity. They may be of quality, but not of quantity. Now, if I am making it clear to you that in case you want to support these beekeepers, you have to first set up a place for them where they can bring their honey so that it is properly set. If it is, we have Isinjiro honey, Kazara honey, Wampara Buwezo, and so on. Nsara honey, so that when the buyer comes, because these honeys or these products will not look the same. Even the taste of the honey will not be the same. Therefore, each region should have its own tank so that their products are brought, refined, and packed. Other than supporting me, who is in Winyaruguru, supporting someone who is in Kajara and so on, that one it becomes a little bit very expensive. So we would propose that we have a central collecting center in Mbarara here, which is a city, so that our products are processed and distributed and connected to the rest of the buyers from the world.
Okay, back to you.
Okay, thank you for your submission. I clearly think that you should have the association of beekeepers, right? Because I think that would be a very good forum for discussing those details. Yeah. I mean, for this particular forum, we may not be able. I appreciate your passion, which is very admirable, but we may not be able to discuss the tanks in the regions and all that stuff. But there was another company also that was doing another apiary person, no? Yes, okay. And I believe there are many other apiary people. And you can come together. Yeah, come together and have a meeting of the different minds together. And you'll be amazed at the solutions that you can come up with because of, the coming together of different minds, the same business, the same passion, and some of the things you can enjoy economies of scale because you put your efforts together. Instead of everybody raising finances for their thing as a group then, because actually there are sometimes you can get funding as a group. Because you've organized yourself as a group, then you can get funding as a group. Yeah, so I think you just need the champion of your voice. I don't know who is going to be the champion of your voice that will rally the team. Do you want to be the champion? over who is going to do the election. I don't think we have quorum for electing them now. Okay, fine. But yes, I think they will help to coordinate. So some of these questions, thank you for your submissions. Some of them have been answered, so we may not repeat them. Okay, so someone makes bees and pack it in containers. The challenge is lack of market and enough capital to boost our business. Okay, so the capital thing keeps on coming up and again. And of course, for you to get additional capital, whoever gives you the money, whether it is the bank, whether it is a funder, an investor, first of all, they have to know that this business is a tested business. It's a business that can actually take off. Because no one wants to put money to something that they don't know about. Yeah? So first of all, you have to make, with the little money that you have, you start off. Okay? As you start off, then you have a track record of how the business is performing. So you can go to somebody and say, with my little money, my 1 million or 500,000 that I started with, this is the far it has taken me. Now, for me to go extra miles, then I need your support. So you can't go and ask someone to give you financing if you haven't made any step towards where you want to go. So you have to put in your own resources, from your personal resources, from your family and friends. Okay? By the time now you're going to an investor or to the bank, you have a CV that we talked about. You have my friend there is laughing. You have something to show your capability, your abilities. Are we together? That someone can bet on you, can bank on you, can offer their service, can offer their funding to you. Okay? The key factors, one is to qualify to be selected. I think the fact that you've come for the workshop, you're eligible, right? But whether you will be the final person to be selected, it is beyond our control. It is not anybody's control. Are we together? I don't know how I can try to explain it. It is like, it is not a lottery. I'm just trying to use the same example. So assume that all of you put your business cards in one container, and then we shake it, and then we pick some, right? No one has control on which one is going to be picked. Are we together? So which means if you're picked, you praise God. If you're not picked, you still thank God for the opportunity for coming for the workshop. Yeah? But we cannot guarantee who is going to be selected. It's not within our control. Where is the other one? Apart from the trainings, do you arrange funding for such? I think Roy explained that one. Don't need another. Sorry? Or someone was late. Okay, so we do not give funding for startups, but we are empowering. Imuka is empowering startups to be able to be at that level that they can be connected to opportunities for funding or for investment. But the program itself that you're being recruited for does not give you funding. But they give you experts, they give you accounting software. So imagine if you were to go and buy the accounting software, yeah? It will of course you some money. You are to hire an expert, a CFO, a consultant for 12 weeks, for example. That will have costed you some money. So you look at it like this money that I would have paid the consultant, bought the software and all that stuff, someone else has paid on my behalf. Are we together? So there's no direct money being given to you, but you're being supported to be in the program. Yeah, so there's no funding. Where do we put? Yes, so about the accounting software. So we're only offering the accounting software, but we do not give you the computers. Oh, sounds like I've poured water, yeah? Yes, we are not giving the computers. We are hoping that as the program has invested in your business, you'll also invest by buying a computer if you do not have. Yeah? So your investment is buying a computer and committing the time to be part of the program. That is the only investment we ask from you. I think that's fair enough, right? You are bringing the software, If you already have a computer, we use that one. We don't tell you buy a new computer, no. But if you do not have a computer, this might be that opportunity for you to buy that asset that will help you to do many, many things. What was the other one? Which one have I missed? Okay, I think yes, about visit. So once you've been selected, okay, Aroyce has said you're going to have a workshop, but also we'll have to visit your businesses to see that they really exist somewhere, because you're not going to be meeting the consultant in this wonderful hotel for every visit. They come there to your place. And the reason for the consultant coming to your premises, to your factory, to your business office is because when they are there, there's so many other best practices that they can advise you on when they're on the ground, okay? And when they come also there, they will not just train one person. As many of you, as many as you wish to be trained in the group, okay, you will be trained, which might be expensive, you transporting your entire team to come to town to meet the consultant. So the consultant will work with you at your premises, at your factory. Is that okay? Okay. The other one. Yes, it is still about computer. Yeah, we've talked about computers. Okay. Expansion challenges. Yeah, so finances, access to finance, we've talked about it. And if this one is saying they have expansion of sales and markets due to lack of finances. Once you have been able to understand your financing, financial performance or the financial status of your business, it's easy for you to go and, we call it pitching. Go and tell somebody about your business, and hopefully you can convince them to support your business, to put money in your business. Can be a financier, can be an investor, it can be a bank. Okay? It can still be friends and family. Yeah. So the program is helping you for opportunities of financing that you can take care of. I mean, you can take advantage of, and you're not missing opportunities just because you don't have records and financial reports in place. Any other question that we have left out?
Sure, it is not a question, but this is, I'm representing something. Through Philip, could it be through Philip? Can we have someone leading this team for us to keep coordinated? That is one. Is it through Philip? Can we have, let's say, a WhatsApp group? So because we don't want to lose each other, and maybe it could be easy for you also to communicate in one or the other. How should we handle that?
Just before Philip comes in on that aspect, I just want to clarify what my colleague mentioned, Vivian. And this is good news even if you will not be selected. Even if you will not, the good news is even those who will not be selected, the fact that you are a potential benefit through the first phase, you are eligible or you qualify to participate in the matching workshop, where we can still share with you forms for you to submit. We shall share that opportunity to all of you. That activity will be happening, I think, in March or April, if I'm not wrong. There, to submit your request, say, I'm still doing, and I would love if there's an investor out there within this group that would be interested. Yes, you will be eligible to participate in that. Are we on the same page? Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, just one more question we just got. I think it's important to clarify. So someone is asking, if you're chosen at the end to get financial assistance, do you pay back? And if you, what do you pay back and what's the procedure? So to clarify once more, so we'll put you in contact with some different investors. That can be banks, that can be whatever. But it's beyond us. We just put you in contact with them. So if you will get something with them, you will have to see with them what's the procedure and all the rest. So it's something really beyond the program. So I just want this to be very clear. And so, yeah, thank you. I think now Philip can go on.
Vivian, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has come here today, and also to respond to Mr. Katumba's submission. Yes, the WhatsApp group will be created after this. So if you see an invitation, and it will be written on very clearly, those wordings there. So don't ask which group is this. So if in a case you sent an invitation, just know it's about this program. This is where we'll discuss more. Any other question that we might be having or meeting, this will be okay. Now, he has also brought in something else, a coordinator. That I'm going to discuss it when I go back to Kampala, and then I'll be getting back to you. And you've been really very good to the project. And not only you, there are others that have helped me really to execute this Mbarara project. And I would like to recognize them. I would like to recognize Katumba. Thank you so much. What is it? Where has it gone? Is Brenda still here? Brenda, thank you so much. I'm not seeing others. Maybe they have gone. If I've not mentioned your name, Julia was there, the one who mentioned Y, but she has also left. She has also been very instrumental in helping me out to coordinate you guys. So thank you so much. We have come to the end of this session. Any other?
Maybe just for the interest of coordinator or rep, may not at this point do much. But what we would recommend is, for those ones who are interested, you see, this is out of you saying, I'm interested. We can register those ones who have a WhatsApp. Create a WhatsApp. On our side at Imuka, we can always share different opportunities that come within our networks. We can always share. But it will be your group, not our group. Are we together? It will be your group, just to allow the conversation and for you to be able to access any other opportunities that we may have within our network. I hope that helps. So, but for that to happen, you may need to register on a list where, on that list, you are actually giving permission that you should be added on a WhatsApp. Because it's not good for somebody to be added when he did not confirm that he wants to be added. Are we together? So you can just, I don't know if there's an empty, and then for members who are interested to be added, that, yes, they can just register that before they leave, and then
okay. I was winding up until so I was saying that the session has come to an end. Feel free to leave anytime you want. If you want to the hotel, it's fine, at your own cost. But thank you so much for coming. Until next time when we meet, please, when you hear my phone call, there are some people who response is really, you call someone and said, no yendachi. So until when you explain that much, then I said, okay, fine, yes. Also, don't forget, I have the books. Those books, guys, you know, they said if you want something from a black person, hide it in the book. Those books are for you guys. They are very, very important for you to go with. Pick one book, read it, and streamline your business. Thank you so much. Until next time, mine is done. Bye.
Can we have a closing prayer? Is it okay? Closing prayer? Okay, but don't forget please to support me. I make beet-fresh yogurt. Feel free to support me. It is on sale. Let's humble ourselves and pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you at this moment. You've brought this day in existence and you've gathered us this morning. We thank you for Imuka and for the dream now which is coming true. We thank you for using them, for supporting us to manage our businesses. We pray that as we get out of this room, may you grant us safe journeys, journey mercies wherever we are going, and may you, now that the challenge is finance, may you open doors through the angel investors and the other investors who can really support our businesses go to another level, so that these innovations can support Africa, support Uganda, support Mbarara, and our communities. We pray all these through Jesus Christ our Lord.